Broadcasting from Slough. Streaming around the world.
This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio. Oh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
The podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello, welcome to the best bits of Drive Time, episode 82, and this is Mark from Drive Time, guiding you through what are the best bits this week on the podcast. First week back shopping here in the UK. How did that go for you? If you did go out shopping this week, did you get anything, or did you just think, I'm not going to bother? Me, I didn't bother. On the podcast this week, though, we have family planning. Well done, Steve. Lockdown achievements, your one word to describe 2020, and naff holidays as well. All that and more is on the best bits of Drive Time this week. All you have to do now is just listen for the next however many minutes and hopefully enjoy. That's the idea anyway. That's why we put this together. So the best bits of Drive Time, episode 92, with all that and more, is on the way. And don't forget, when you finish listening at the end, make sure you subscribe. AtomRadio.co.uk. A lady who is 59, her name is Rachel, has been an NHS nurse, midwife and health visitor for more than 40 years. She's written a book, Handle with Care, Confessions of an NHS Health Visitor, and she shares heartwarming, bizarre and hilarious tales from her time visiting families and teaching healthcare, including one couple that had been waiting years for children who didn't realise that they had to have sex first.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Alanis Morissette before that, and Hands Clean, of course, one of the songs way back at the start of all this coronavirus stuff I did say would be a very, very appropriate song. Do you know what? Like, looking back, you should have set it as your phone ringtone, shouldn't you? So every time your phone rings, you'd be reminded to wash your hands. Stay alert. Wash your hands. Never have dirty fingernails.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
I want to say hello to Steve Mary by almost virtual royal appointment. Congratulations to Steve. Steve did Couch to 5K, and then within a couple of weeks of finishing the 5K, he's done a 10K. Top work, Steve Mary. Top work. Also, Steve messaged me the other day and said, hey mate, there's a Wimpy opening in Bracknell. So as soon as that opens and we're allowed to go, we're going. Come on, Steve. I know you're all into this fitness hype now, but you're going to have to get ready for your big burger.
Yeah! Mark Denholm. AtomRadio.co.uk.
So shops opened yesterday, non-essential shops. Tens of thousands of Britons were out in force facing mile-long queues, up to 2-hour waits as well. However, 2/3 of people say they are still too worried to enter shops, and 1 in 5 believe that they won't do so ever again. That's a bit drastic, isn't it? I know online shopping is quite good now, but won't enter a shop ever again. That's a little bit drastic. I mean, one day this'll go. It really will. Anyway, what were the most wanted items? I mean, the obvious ones would be trainers, hoodies, stuff like that. Maybe jewellery, perhaps a new iPad. Those would be the obvious ones, but no. Towels and egg cups were the most highly prized items as shops reopened yesterday. Oh, come on. The shops have been closed for 3 months. Are you telling me that all your egg cups broke in 3 months and your towels all frayed? Really?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Thank you, Nick, for your email today. Got a whopping deal yesterday on a 60-inch 4K TV. Nick, if you find that you don't have room for your 60-inch 4K TV, drop me a message, I'll drop you my email, and you can drop it round.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
5:15 on Tuesday's Drive Time, online around the world, streaming from Slough in the United Kingdom. How are you going this Tuesday? Hope you're very, very well. Do you know what? Here we are. Still 2 meter social distancing. Shops are open. Kind of lockdown is very, very relaxed now. If you live in England, you can go out all day in your car for unlimited exercise. You do have to wear a mask, by the way, if you're using public transport, trains, buses or tubes, got to wear a mask. But lockdown is kind of easing off now, isn't it? Let's be honest here. Other than the 2-meter distancing and the fact that you have to have a sat-nav to follow your way around shops now because of all the one-way systems and that, lockdown is pretty much easing off. What did you achieve during lockdown? Like I've said this before, friends of mine have posted pictures on Instagram of decorating. You know, they've redone their whole house and you're thinking, I didn't do that. Others have posted pictures of their garden where they've done decking or relayed turf and you're thinking, I didn't do that either. So what have you done in lockdown 2020? Lockdown. Some people obviously went to Barnard Castle to go and get their eyes tested. That one doesn't count. If that was you, that doesn't count. But what have you done? Loads of people have done so much. And I'm sat here now thinking, all right, if this lockdown ends tomorrow, which it isn't, by the way, I'm not saying it is. But if it does, I've actually achieved no lockdown related stuff like decorating, gardening and all that sort of stuff. And I'm just wondering, what have you achieved?
Mark Denholm.
Mark Denholm sat here in Slough, United Kingdom, streaming around the world, playing the music you want to hear. And we are looking for your one word 2020 so far. I am going with the word flop. That's mine because that's what I'm reckoning. Hello, Sarah. Sarah says disaster. Hello, Alan. Alan says naff. That's a fair enough description, isn't it? Naff. That's it. I reckon that's better than my flop, if I'm honest. On air at atomradio.co.uk.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Atom Radio with Kelly Clarkson and I Dare You. Do you know what? Like the art of the dare. People are just getting more soft now, aren't they? The art of the dare is gone, isn't it? I still love the idea. I love the adrenaline and the rush and that. But yeah, the art of the dare is gone to political correctness and softism. Mungo Jerry before that, and in the summertime, we ain't having much of that this week, are we?
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
94, I was talking about wanting to be able to make my own Wimpy burgers. Do you know what? It's just come to me. It really has. Get a job in Wimpy. And then obviously you're going to learn, aren't you? You're going to learn what they do. I mean, they do have their own burgers and their own buns and stuff like that. But there's got to be some way of finding out, hasn't there? Although KFC is supposed to be a secret recipe, isn't it? So I don't know if Wimpy is the same either. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go get a job and find out.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
If you are thinking of a holiday, Australia have come up with pop-up glamping bubbles. Could make the perfect post-lockdown getaway. I'm not being funny, it looks like a giant light bulb. Can you imagine how hot that would get? Unless it's air conditioned, that's going to be uncomfortably hot. I think I'd rather not go on holiday than go glamping in a giant plastic bubble.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
How is that a holiday? Being baked alive inside some giant plastic light bulb type thing in the name of glamping. How's that a holiday? It just isn't, is it? But anyway, loads of people in the travel industry are worried about their jobs, so I shouldn't really diss the travel prospect, should I? That'll do for the Best Bits episode 92. Next week is episode 93, and that'll be the best bits of next week's drive time on Atom Radio. So you can listen ahead of the podcast online at atomradio.co.uk, on TuneIn, on iTunes Radio, and on your smart speaker. We are on Monday to Friday, 3 until 7. All 80s Happy Hour is on Friday at 6 p.m. But the whole hour of 80s we'll do. The brain teaser at 20 past 5 each day. We'll do Beat the Intro at 20 past 6 each day. So there is plenty to get involved in as well. Tons of tunes, travel, and more. Plus, me. What more could you ask for? That is Drive Time. It's on next week between 3 and 7. I'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. playing the music you want to hear.
Check out the show back on Monday on atomradio.co.uk, and don't forget you can subscribe on iTunes, on Spotify and on Google as well. Keep yourself well.
Atom Radio.